Welcome back to Highlands Postcards from the Finish Line. My name is Bob Abbott. Remember, stop your cramp and not your race. We're also brought to you by Polar, who believes that you want to chase your destiny. With me, Roseann Sdoia. Roseann, how are you?
Good, how are you, Bob?
I love the fact that we get to chat here at this expo. Talk a little bit about your book that's coming out, Perfect Strangers. It's is it out now?
It is. So Perfect Strangers was launched on March 28th, and it's a story about 4 people,
Yes.
me being one of them, and then the other 3 are the 3 first responders, in a sense, that came to my aid on April 13, 2015 at the Boston Marathon.
So that day, you were there watching friends finish the race.
Correct.
Spectator. Just
Yep.
next thing you know, you're having your leg amputated.
Same place where I've been for so many years. I can't even tell you how long I've been going into the marathon, number 1, and then going to that location, number 2, to meet
Right.
up with friends and watch others run. And yeah.
It's always been a party here in Boston, right? It's Patriots Day, everybody's off, there's a Red Sox game, go down and watch it, finish a marathon.
Was always my favorite day in Boston,
Yeah.
really.
And so then next thing you know, you're that special day, you end up losing your leg.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about how your life changed.
So, obviously it was a very tragic situation, and I think you could do one or two things. You could accept it or you could deny it. And for me, I've chose to accept it. And in doing so, the amount of unbelievable people, such as yourself and the Challenge Athletes Foundation, have really come into my life and have helped me heal, not just physically, but also mentally, in allowing me to see what I can do, what I can still do that I did before. And the support and the people have just been completely amazing. And I have so much gratitude to everybody who's stepped up. And so my life has changed with new people, new friends, new family, so to say, and now a fiance.
That's the part I love. So bomb goes off, college student runs in, tourniquet, uses belt, I think.
Yeah, someone's belt, but
Someone's
yes,
belt.
a belt.
And so that's stranger number 1.
Yes.
And obviously there's a lot of others. But then a policewoman helps because the ambulances are full.
Correct.
She flags down a paddy wagon and then gets you, with the help of Mike, a firefighter, into the paddy wagon to go to the hospital.
Yes.
Mike gets in the paddy wagon holding your hand and go into the hospital with you. And I think your mom said something like, "Oh, he's pretty cute." It's like, maybe not the time, Mom.
Yes, I told her, Mom, seriously, I've just been blown up. I mean, she's relentless sometimes, and that was one of her. She was fully focused on Mike, poor guy.
Here's a phone number
Yeah,
for my daughter.
just about.
Yeah,
Just about.
So, and then you and Mike obviously kindle a relationship.
Yes.
And now you're engaged.
Correct.
And what I love is not long ago, February 1st, you ran up the Empire State Building, was it 86?
86 flights. He said to me, and he's been saying this for the last almost 4 years now, that whatever I want to do to try to challenge myself, that he would be there behind me to help me and support me. And we were happened to speak with Sarah Reinertsen one afternoon here in Boston when she was visiting, and she had mentioned the Empire State Building climb up or run up, and we both had shown interest in it.
Yeah.
So she's like, all right, we'll get it done. And here we are. And, April 16th, and we did it on February 1st, 86 flights. He did it in his full bunker gear. Amazing.
60 pounds.
60 pounds of dead weight strapped on his back, all his heavy gear.
Yeah.
Poor guy was sweating his butt off. I mean, I wasn't worried about me. I was worried about him passing out from dehydration. It was a great experience, and it was good because it got me to train and got me to focus on doing something athletic type activity, because it's so easy with a prosthesis to just sit on the couch.
It really is. You got an excuse.
You got a huge excuse.
Yes.
So it was good.
One of the things that we talk about a lot of times at Challenge Athletes Foundation is it's one thing when, you get injured, I can come and talk to you as somebody who represents CAF. That's great. But when a Sarah Reinertsen or somebody who's gone through it, right, who has dealing with the prosthetic, there's street cred that
Absolutely.
comes with that. How helpful was that for you?
It's been amazing because although we're all amputees of some form, no one amputation is the same. So we've all had to try different techniques or different things to really kind of help you move through life.
Right.
And so her experience from using Velcro on the bottom of my shoe to how to swing my running leg to using fishing wire to keep your flip-flops on or something. You know what I mean? Like she's been an amputee since a child.
Little girl, yes.
And it's been truly amazing to have her in my life. She's been a huge role model for me, a huge mentor, and having someone like that come and visit and be able to offer you real life experience.
Right.
And just really, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
So, were you an athlete before this? Before the...
Athlete is a loose term.
Yes, but recreational.
I did 3 5Ks and 10K races.
Okay.
I've done the Falmouth Road Race a few times. I've done once, and I don't think it would have ever happened again, but I did Around the Block on Block Island. It's a 9-mile race, and it's so hilly. It's ridiculous. My girlfriend that did it with me, she was like, "What are we doing?" And I'm like, I've always wanted to do it. So I always enjoy the social part of it.
Right.
That was always my focus. It wasn't
that's why
that
you were at the Boston Marathon, right? You're with your friends.
I wasn't like a hardcore runner, but it was the social part of it, running with friends.
Right.
And then this, what happened afterwards, like, you'd meet up for drinks or, there was always some social part to it. So that was my way to stay healthy, but yet still have a good time.
Now, today, in terms of the physical activities you're doing, is it changed?
Absolutely. Prior to April 15, 2013, you wouldn't catch me on a spin bike. Now I do spinning.
Wow.
April 15, 2013, I wasn't, and I'm still not, but I try. I wasn't much of a swimmer, and I've actually taken the Challenge Athletes swimming clinic that was been here in Boston. I've done that once, and
I see a triathlon in the future. That was great.
I don't know. It's funny. I have a personal.
I love that.
I have a personal trainer that I used to work out with at the Boston Sports Club here in Boston, and right after everything happened, he was one of the first emails. He's like, "When you're ready, come. We'll start working out again."
Yes.
And I did for a bit, and then convenience of where he's located and where I'm at now, it hasn't really been that. We haven't been able to connect, but every year he says, "Okay, is this the year we're doing a triathlon?" And I'm like, "Oh, same response I'd given you."
That was very good. What is the importance of sport for? It's funny because sometimes when we're looking at charities that are out there, hey, obviously cancer and heart disease. There's so many important causes, and my feeling obviously is that sport is maybe a little underrated. Because people they're just like, well, it's sport. Is it really that important? And I know that sport is something that gives people hope. It gives people opportunity. It gives people opportunity to feel great about themselves.
Correct.
How do you feel in terms of sport, and how important is it in terms of your recovery? It's
honestly, for me, and I believe probably for most everybody, if they did get into it, if they had it or whatever, I think it's huge. I think mentally it gives you that time to kind of adjust yourself. When I ran, that would be the only time, for that hour or whatever, that you're not on a cell phone, you're not on a computer, and it gives you time to mentally shut down and just really think.
Yes.
I also think physically it gives you the confidence that you can do different things. You don't have to be, and I will never be the Paralympian that Sarah has been.
Right.
That's never been my goal.
Not important.
But it's been just to make me feel better, and it just makes me happier. It makes me confident.
Yes.
Can I, if I ran a 5K and did it in, decent time, there was an accomplishment to it.
Yes.
And no matter how small that accomplishment is, it gives you such self-satisfaction that there's nothing like it.
So, have you guys set a date?
We're working on that.
One day at a time, one thing at a time.
Well, yeah, and it's been such a unique way of how we met that we're really looking for that unique location and situation, because, and it's the whole journey's been unique with us. So, we could just go to a golf course or country club or whatever and do it, but I think we want something that's really special to us.
You mean like the San Diego Triathlon Challenge, maybe that morning, that Sunday morning? I think that might be sort of nice. There's about a few thousand of your best friends there.
Nancy's already talked to me about doing something like that. I'm not sure Mike's that kind of. He's so shy.
He is a little shy. Yeah, he's a little shy. So, of everything that's happened after the bombings of 2013, what do you look at as some of your favorite moments?
Right from the beginning of all the support, I even like from family, friends, and so many strangers. Like I still can walk around different places, airports, Boston. People stop and say hello, and to me, that's touching, and that is very special to me.
Yeah.
Meeting people like yourself and people within your organization. That's been really the special part. Is just meeting those people that have come to our aid in such moments of despair, and it's been completely amazing. So I think, I say a lot of, it was a little bit of bad for a lot of good, and the good that's come out of it has been very, very special to me.
So what is the relationship like between the survivors, from the people who've gone through this horrific experience? Obviously, you have a bond that no one else does.
No.
With Heather and Celeste and so many of the
Jess
other...
Kensky and Patrick Downs. And it really, truly helps to go through this experience with people that have been through it as well, with you right from the beginning.
Right.
Again, 2 locations, 2 different experiences. Everybody's journey on this recovery is completely different.
Yes.
But we're there for each other, and when one's having a bad day, you can pick up a phone or send a text message or an email, and they get it. You don't have
to explain it.
No.
Say, listen, I'm having a tough day.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're there, always.
Absolutely, and it's very special. I feel like I've known them for my whole entire life. I don't really remember what life was before, and I don't think I could imagine that life would be without them. So they're very special.
Love that. Well, best of luck with the book, Perfect
Thank
Strangers.
you, Bob.
Will you be doing a book tour, or what's the plans?
So we've been doing local book tours right now, but I'm waiting for a schedule of how and where else it's going out. But I do have a website because I've been doing public speaking for the last couple of years. So you can find it on robostrong.com.
RoboStrong.
R-O for Roseann, B-O for Boston, strong.com.
I like that, RoboStrong.
Kind of like
a robot.
Sounds
like a RoboCop. Yes.
It's almost like a robot.
It's funny, when Rudy,
Yes.
double above knee amputee Rudy, when he first started competing against able-bodied kids, they called him RoboCop and RoboBoy because he had the robotic legs, right?
And he truly is, I
think.
And
he kicked their butts.
Yes, I'm sure.
Roseann, thank you so much
Bob, thank you.
for everything you've done for Challenged Athletes Foundation. You've been a wonderful role model.
It's me that's thanking you, honestly. Both me and Mike. You've been amazing.
Love it. Roseann, thanks. Now, you're not running this silly thing on Monday.
Oh, God, no.
Good girl.
No.
You're smart.
No. The running leg has been kind of tucked away for a little bit, but I do think I'm going to bring it out this spring.
I was thinking there is a sprint distance Boston triathlon here that might be fun for you sometime. Maybe next year.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Maybe we can make that happen.
In the back of the head.
Exactly. Way back. Way back.
Correct.
Roseann Sdoia has been our guest. Again, we're at Highlands Postcards from the Finish Line. Stop your cramp, not your race. Also brought to you by Polar. Chase your destiny. Hold on, everyone. We will be right back.